Sag, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this tarot reading for Mercury retrograding from August 23rd until September 15th, 2023. Before we get into it, Sagittarius, thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, your comments. Thank you for each of you thumbs upping my videos. It really helps my channel grow, but it also helps me know that these videos are resonating with you. And if there's any questions or if there's anything you would like to ask me, drop a comment below, and also let me know if there is anything you would like me to cover in the future. Okay, all right, Sag, we're gonna get right into it. This is a important time when Mercury retrogrades, especially in the sign of Virgo, because Virgo is that sign of self-nurturing but also taking care of those around you. But it's also a very goal-oriented sign, right? It is the organized sign. It is the one who wants us to accomplish goals. It wants us to tick off the checklist of things to do. So if there are goals that you've been wanting to set or things that you haven't gotten done, this Mercury retrograde time is a really good time for strategizing. Do check the description below because it has a lot of great dates in it for you around this retrograde. All right, let's get into it. So you start off with the Eight of Swords in the upright, Page of Swords also in the upright. Then you have the Ace of Wands in the upright. And you have the Six of Pentacles also in the upright. All right, Sag, I think you might be the first sign yet who's gotten all these upright cards. And now you have the Seven of Pentacles. So many of you all, like I was saying in the intro, could have some goals that you are trying to set. Maybe some of you are really trying to work on a project. There is some progression here with that 6 and 7 of Pentacles. But before we get too far down into the reading, let's go ahead and pull an overarching theme card, and let's see where Spirit really wants you to focus for this Mercury retrograde. And you have the Fountain. So the Fountain card is that card that is it's very unique to the Fountain Tarot deck. And I think that it's beautiful because it's almost like Spirit is coming through to connect with you, right? It is this, it's almost like bigger than the aces. It's this portal of how is it that you can move through time and existence and really find yourself. And I think it's a really beautiful card because it's almost like this line coming through is almost like severing through all the noise to make clarity come in, which I think is really beautiful. And that coupled with the Seven of Pentacles, this could be a really pivotal time for you all, Sages, during this Mercury retrograde. I think it's going to be a great time for some of you to slow down, to really strategize on where it is that you maybe have already started a side business, or you have just started a entrepreneurial effort and you're not quite sure where it's going to go. And this is definitely a time where you're going to get some messages and some downloads, I think, from Spirit, because you have had some issues in the past where you weren't quite sure which direction to turn. And during this Mercury retrograde, that Page of Swords is really showing you where Spirit is going to help you through this time by slowing down the energy, slowing down the messages that have been coming through. Because I think many of you Sagittarius have been getting overwhelmed by the amount of messages coming through with that Eight of Swords. And that Page of Swords is really highlighting how this clarity could come in without you even realizing it. Maybe it's already been there, but it almost takes the slowdown in order for you to really recognize it. And I think for some of you Sagittarius, you all are going to get an opportunity to either give back to a charity or a group or an organization. That Ace of Wands is highlighting someone could come in to hand you this gift that it almost feels like you didn't realize it was a gift until right now. And I think that Six of Pentacles is showing you where there's this clarity of thought that comes in, but also this clarity of like, oh, I didn't realize, like, I could be giving, more of my time back to my community. Or this Ace of Wands could be you're giving back to, an opportunity that comes in that before, when there was so much noise and everything moving at such high speeds, I almost feel like that Ace of Wands is now like, hey, you realize that, you could have given, some more time back to your church or your community. And it almost feels like with that Seven of Pentacles and that Fountain card, there's almost like this enrichment of like, how can you give back, and in turn it gives back to you, if that makes sense. So I think this is a really beautiful energy, Sagittarius. I think a lot of you are going to come into some real clarity during this Mercury retrograde, and I really feel like this Fountain card is going to really highlight where it is that you can break through all the minutia and really come through with a clear vision once Mercury moves direct. So really exciting. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you so much for your likes and your subscribes. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you would, and given me a thumbs up. I'll talk to you later.